What is up, everyone? Shout out to YXL Sala before I start this. This is when dumb TikTokers start with Mexican cartels. Shout out to Sunny B2.
When dumb TikTokers mess with Mexican cartels.
These social media morons publicly insulted Mexican cartel.
And that's your first mistake. I don't care what platform you...
Bro. My fault.
Barbara, do not disrespect people that are actually willing to sacrifice everything they have in life to aid you, bro. And plus...
For real. Because Mexican cartels do not care. If you are thinking, yeah, Mexican cartel actually cares about his life, he won't mess with me. You are wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. My fault.
Be real, the Mexican government is not stopping them. This is not like America.
This ain't America. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. My fault.
Disrespect cartels, bro.
With El Parada setting the scene for why this is a dumb idea. Born April 2000 in the state of Sinaloa, the pirate was from one of Mexico's most dangerous states.
Let me get this straight. You spawn camped at one of the most dangerous places and you want to disrespect people that live there? You're not even from America disrespecting?
Dumb ways to die. Yeah, so many dumb ways to die. Set fire to your hair. Poke a stick at a grizzly bear. Eat medicine that's out of date. Get hit with a plate. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Bro, on a serious note, bro, if this is not a dumb way to die, I don't know what is.
No, okay.
Both his mother and father left him at birth, leading to a difficult life full of...
Please, speed, I need this! My fault. My mama kinda homeless. I bet he wasn't lying when he told Speed his mom was kinda homeless.
Alcoholic.
That is on me, that's my fault. R.I.P. I don't know if he's dead, but if he is R.I.P., that's on me. That's my fault.
Addiction, although ironically this made him a social media superstar. El Parada had his friend film him drinking from a bottle, pairing it with the aftermath of when it all kicked in. It uploaded to his YouTube under El Della Red Label, but didn't expect a viewership of over 300,000. Well, when
he's so popular. He really wants to be popular.
Realized that his excesses were pleasing to the internet, he knew what his shortcut to popularity was.
So you gonna try whippets for views, bro? You gonna start reviewing Galaxy Gas? This is not the right way to go to be famous. I'll be real, bro.
Turning his drunkenness into a...
Am I stupid, guys? What's a whippet?
Profession.
No! So don't tell me he was intoxicated when he started dissing them.
Posting video after video of his drinking escapades, always pouring the beverage about an inch above his mouth, the exact same way as his first viral video. This, in combination with his small, strange appearance, made El Parada so extremely memorable.
I'm not gonna lie, this build is atrocious. Dead ass, bro. Please slim down just a bit more, because I don't know what's going on here.
Let it grow, let it grow. It can shrivel up and show. Bro be looking like the Lorax. See, that's what alcohol does to you kids. That's why you don't drink alcohol. It makes you short.
People began to dedicate public statues to him, and therefore expand his social media to include cars and women, which grew his Facebook following to over 1 million and his Instagram to 300,000. Suddenly, he was being paid over $1,000 just to show up at a club for a night, although this would always come with one specific problem. Every time El Parada drank, he'd become extremely vocal and borderline aggressive, to the extent that he was arrested on more than one occasion. In a 7.6 million view video, translating to the pirate response to comments, he spends over 3 minutes simply yelling at his audience.
7 million though? What did he say to y'all for y'all to be like, tap happening this much to the point 7 million people gotta hear what he gotta say.
Giving the impression that he thought himself invincible. This
Okay.
would be curbed to some extent when he'd hire a social media manager named Beto Sierra,
To
who
do what?
encouraged El Parada to give up the drinking to increase the longevity of his life and career.
Good.
Spanish YouTuber Pepe Garza also
What
confronted El Parada about his drinking, questioning, haven't you started to think that if you drink a lot of alcohol, at one point it can poison you? The
can.
human body isn't made for that.
Exactly, especially if that's your stick. Because now I'm thinking about it, bro.
Like, you gotta realize, he could post multiple of these videos a day. That's what you gotta realize also.
The only way you're ever gonna elevate or do things that people care about is being intoxicated. Like, that was your whole shebang. So, I don't know. I feel like just like Nico Cotto Avocado, bro, it's time to stop. Stop eating, stop drinking, and just start, I don't know, become funny.
Become better. Become a better person. You know, get in the gym, work out, eat salads, put away the alcohol. You'll get more followers than you had when you drank alcohol.
To which El Parada responded immaturely, people always tell me, my friend, how can you handle so much? I just laugh and tell them, well, I don't know. I don't know how I handle so much. To which Pepe again responds, well, I don't like it very much. This is going to get out of control.
Literally.
He's then asked, where do you see yourself in 3 years' time? El
What he
Parada
said?
admits that he wants to get sober and instead would like to have a career in music and leave behind this stage characterized by his drunkenness.
Okay.
I want to learn to sing now. That will be my motto.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta be two completely different niches, bro. Yeah, I might have blew up from being intoxicated or whatnot, but I want to be the next Taylor Swift. Like, you would think he would say something like, I don't know, comedy, just something along the lines of, like maybe content creation or whatnot. Singing?
I want to be on stage, but
I mean, hey, let him do him.
singing and putting on a show. Taking steps to make this happen, he'd appear in music
Also, the moral of the story is don't drink alcohol. Don't do none of that because this is what it leads to. It doesn't lead to any good in life. This is the moral of the story.
videos, which only further added to his image as a drinker, especially with a band member stating, there are a lot of people who criticize him, but the truth is that's why El Parada got started, but it would also become the way that El Parada ended. After yet another heavy drinking session, El Parada was filmed insulting Mexican cartels, specifically with the phrase El Mencho suck my wiener.
Are you crazy? Plus, if you know you're not affiliated with any gangs, bro, what makes you think anybody's gonna protect you, huh? Because I'm not gonna lie, even as a security guard, let me find out that the person I'm protecting is dissing a cartel gang. Oh, you're on your own with this one. I am not risking my life.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know even if I was protecting the president and he dissed a cartel member, quitting the next minute.
For this. What?
El Mencho is the head of the CJNG, aka Mexico's second most powerful cartel.
The second? Not even like the 15th?
Offers a bounty of $10 million.
Look, I don't watch One Piece, but I know a bounty of 10 million is a lot, so GG's, buddy.
He's considered one of Mexico's most dangerous people. Therefore, El Parada's call-out was not a smart thing to say about a man who'll execute your whole family.
You see, I feel like this should highlight how crazy it is, gang. If you care just a little bit about your mom and dad, like, bruh, the least you can do is just shut up, bruh. It's one thing if they go execute you, but your whole family? Like, bruh, what your little
Like, seriously.
brother do? Huh? He just trying to get some education, but your ass want to crash out for no reason.
Based on not much more than a rumor.
Literally.
Zero regard for human life. But what about free speech? It doesn't exist to the cartels, which have been linked to the murder of at least 12 journalists this past year.
And those are people that are trying to do their job, bruh. Come on.
El Parada seemed to think very little of his call-outs, as on the 18th of December 2017, he went about his day as if it were any other. As the evening drew closer, El Parada met with Hot Spanish Vlogs and Ben El Gringo, preparing for what was supposed to be another fun night on the town. In fact, El Parada was having such a good time, he'd post the location of where he was headed.
And I'm also thinking, bro, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna link up with someone that says anything crazy about the cartel. I care about my life so much I wouldn't even want to be affiliated with this man, because if they see you next to him, you think they're going to be like, we're not actually looking for you, we're looking for him instead. No, I'm not even going to take that risk.
Telling his fans to meet him at the bar. However, instead, he'd be met by 4 men driving in a black truck who assassinated El Parada only a minute after getting to the bar. The attack was clearly specifically targeted because, as explained by Hot Spanish Vlogs, it's clear they didn't want to hurt me, my friend, or any of the girls, because if they wanted to, they could have done so easily. His funeral was held in the days that followed, with El Parada's social media manager writing, "We talk so many times about quitting alcohol and living life too fast."
And it's crazy that he had to get, like, he had to abandon all of this, the rest of his, life, whatever he had of it, all because his dumb ass said one sentence. One sentence, bro.
But you never listened. And I don't judge. You knew what you were doing. Those who knew you were a good person. God have you in his glory. Those responsible for his death have never been apprehended, but the CJNG only seems more obvious after exploring the fate of TikToker El Chinito. El Parada and...
What did... Oh my god, there ain't no way. R.I.P. to him.
El Chinito lived in the same city, both having become famous for their goofy vertical videos.
Okay.
El Chinito therefore felt hurt by El Parada's death, and just 17 days after, would call out the cartel as well.
Alright, apparently y'all just have no regards for human life. I think this is probably just another way where people just decide they don't want to live anymore. Because for you to intentionally see your friend go away and, you feel me, and you still want to do this? I'm sorry, bro. You just don't want to live anymore. Let's be real, because there's no way you're going to crash out this easily, bro. It's either that or y'all just have 2 remaining working brain cells and the alcohol is killing y'all.
In the 31-second video, El Chinito states, "I don't give a crap about El Mencho," then proceeds to call him stupid and threatens to drive to his city to find him. In case this wasn't dumb enough, El Chinito then announces where he lives, but it would only be after...
Alright, bro, you are not 6ix9ine, bro. Alright, and you know what happened to 6ix9ine. Stop trying to troll cartel members. There are not like American gangs, bro. They will find you.
Who is 6ix9ine? Am I stupid? I don't know who 6ix9ine is.
All out went viral that El Chinito realized he'd made a huge mistake. The following morning, with a blistering hangover, El Chinito apologized. "Excuse me, El Mencho, I was very drunk and wasn't in my senses. I am sorry. My respect to the old man."
And let's be real, this is probably already too late.
Subsequently disappearing to keep a low profile. Rumors began to circulate that El Chinito had been executed by hired assassins, but this had be disproven by Margarito Music.
Okay.
You find El Chinito in his hometown, who instead of dying had rather gotten married.
Yo, shout out, more power to the girl, because I'm not gonna lie. If I ever had a girl and she told me she dissed the cartel, we not getting married. I'm sorry, bro. If anything, no, I'm not seeing you again, out for that. So for her to do that and be in a video with him, GG's.
And also had a baby on the way. He now uses his TikTok to document his life, clearly surviving his cartel call-outs. I think the apology video saved this guy's life. Illuminati 6, however, wasn't quite so lucky.
Okay.
He gained a following by doing dares on TikTok Live, one of which think the apology video saved this
good for him.
Guy's life. Illuminati 6, however, wasn't quite so lucky.
Okay.
He gained a following by doing dares on TikTok Live, one of which being, "I dare you to challenge El Mencho." Well, Illuminati 6 had zero hesitation.
Challenge him to what?
Listen here, you son of a bitch. El Mencho, you can suck my wiener one...
What is this good? No, was this supposed to be people that are trying to look like 6ix9ine? Because why does his hair look like a goddamn tarantula, bro? They look like some daddy long leg ass spider legs, bro. Nah, bro. Y'all gotta learn the first time. Why y'all wouldn't challenge this El Mencho guy? Clearly he about it.
100%. I don't sleep like El Parada or El Chinito. I'm immortal, untouchable. I made a pact with the devil. I came to give you fire.
Now you about to meet him as well, you dumbass. For what? All for what? Internet clout?
Mencho. I'm not scared to say this. I'll say it without the camera.
What?
Mencho can suck my balls.
Yeah, I think those are going to get removed.
Instantly. This man is already dead, just because they haven't warned him. This little boy has his days numbered. Not even the devil is going to save him. Illuminati 6 quickly realized his mistake.
Damn, this man's lineup is cooked, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like they would have ended you just based off of this haircut right here.
And uploaded a second video begging for forgiveness. I'm sorry for what I said. I was not well. I was wrong. That day I woke up stupid. I didn't look at the consequences. I did that for followers. I apologize. We all make mistakes. Mencho, don't kill me. I have a family just like you. But this only added more exposure to his original cartel call-out. People began to joke, play the video of how they kill him. It would be great to see, but I don't think anybody expected that this would actually happen. It's since been theorized that the person in the video is someone else completely.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I feel like if you do some dumb shit like this, you might as well just cut your hair off. Because you are the most easiest person to recognize in a crowd of it, like 1,000 people. With this nut ass.
Like, honestly, I agree.
I don't know, candy eye hairstyle. I don't know. Is it supposed to be
It looks like licorice mixed with Roman.
extentacion? Bruh, man, you look like wow, tentacles, gang. This is not it.
But there's absolutely no confusion in the case of Fofo Marquez.
What did he
He's
do?
best described as the Mexican Dan Bilzerian, although without so many women. His TikTok is
No, he looked more like a dream face reveal. I'll be real.
dedicated to bragging about money,
That's wild.
showing his private jets and driving luxury cars. But
Okay.
Fofo also hides the fact that he's from a mega wealthy family. In case
Alright.
being a Nepo baby isn't already unlikable enough, he refers to himself as Millionaire Boy, making what would happen next all the more satisfying.
If you're that rich, bro, especially living in a place like Mexico, why would you want to flex your possessions, bro? You know when damn well you could get robbed, and you look like this, I'm sorry, you do not look intimidating in the slightest. Just protect your wealth and just be private about it.
Fofo planned on doing a prank that would anger his whole city. Drive 3 luxury cars onto a main bridge before parking in the middle of the road to block
Why?
all lanes of traffic. As he and his friends get out of the cars, Fofo proceeds to state, "We have closed it for ourselves. This is what I want
Why?
to demonstrate, what money and power can do."
No, you're just an asshole. Anybody could do this with 3 random broken down cars. It's not that hard. You're just being
It's really not.
a nuisance, bro.
We've been here for several minutes. Let's do some TikTok dances. Look, this right here is power. I am the king of Mexico.
No, you're just
Fofo put it on
annoying.
his TikTok expecting a positive response, and while it gained 10 million views in under 24 hours, its virality was due to all the wrong reasons. Thank you, Fofo. You are an example for me. It is an inspiration to study and never be like you.
Exactly. It's just like, bro, you're gonna be hated. So why would you even want to do this? This is why some kids should just never experience wealth, especially at a young age, bro.
But his terrible prank reached further than social media.
What happened?
Pablo Limas threatened to bring charges against him for blocking traffic and endangering drivers
GG's,
on the road.
crime.
After the rebuke, Marquez went back to social media to publicly apologize. It stated in his apology, "My comments about money and power were perhaps stupid, and I'll happily pay whatever fine I'm given." But the mayor responded to the apology by saying Marquez would have to complete community
Good.
service, cleaning up below the very bridge he shut down,
Good,
which
good.
Fofo Marquez was more than happy to do until the CJNG got involved.
You see, this is what happens when you stop traffic for the cartel, bro. They gonna stop you now. Nope, GG's.
The cartel unexpectedly issued a public statement. As many know or are just learning about, the influencer or scum named Rodolfo Marquez, who dared to close traffic, is an act we do not tolerate.
Wait, I never knew the cartel had like a social media. What?
We're the ones in charge of Jalisco and all of Mexico. And to you, Fofo, we tell you to be careful because we will not let you come thinking you can do whatever you want. Here in Jalisco, Mr. Mencho is in charge. If we see you again, we'll kidnap you, and not even the money you have will help you. Sincerely, CJNG.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Plus, that's even more dangerous. The fact that the cartel has social media, bro.
6 days later, YouTuber Dominguero met up with Fofo,
gotta
who was
move out.
hiding out in his parents' mansion and being protected by 30 security guards. Throughout the interview, Fofo states, "Rich people are the most intelligent people, only making him even more hated. Rich people are the smartest people," said by a kid who inherited more than half of what he had.
I know his parents just want him gone, bro. I'll be real. They probably like, bro, you were a mistake. You might as well just get a visa and go to somewhere else at this point.
Despite Fofo's extreme arrogance, the CJNG never wound up hurting him. However, just 6 months ago, he brutally beat a woman during a traffic conflict in the parking lot of a
Why?
shopping centre.
Why?
As a result, he's currently in prison, but that's still a better outcome than what happened to Pamela Montenegro. She played a character on YouTube named Nana Palukas, initially posting innocent videos where, for example, she'd interview random shoppers.
Okay.
However, her content slowly made a political shift, interviewing government officials about the problems created by Mexico's cartels. Well,
I feel like that's what sucks about trying to actually improve a country, bro. Especially if the country doesn't actually want to improve itself. It's kind of like, how am I going to stop the terrible things when the terrible things are going to stop the good people that are trying to, make things actually work?
Pamela also owned a restaurant named A Todos Los Santos, around which the cartel began hanging banners, accusing Pamela of colluding with the government. Incredibly, even after this, she continued making her videos and working at the restaurant.
This is wild.
As you might expect, it didn't end well.
Damn.
During one of her shifts in the evening, 2 men walked in and each ordered a beer before shooting Pamela point blank and fleeing the scene immediately. When security officers arrived at the scene after 7 p.m., the 36-year-old woman had already died. A member of the Acapulco
That's insane, bro. What's that
R.I.P.
but beef y'all got with a 36-year-old woman that's making YouTube videos, bro?
cartel was
Like, she
tried
got
for
no real
murder,
power.
but was dismissed on the grounds of insufficient evidence,
What?
ironically acting as an example of the political corruption she often discussed.
Damn.
In Mexico, you can't even make fun of politics without being murdered now.
Literally,
She was
GGs.
really funny. This is horrible.
That's tough. Anyways, YouTube, what do y'all think about this, bro? What y'all...
Anyways, what would y'all do in this situation? What do y'all think? Anyways, that being said, stay happy, healthy, stay beautiful, safe, most important to yourself. Make sure you subscribe to White Excel Sala. Love y'all, and peace.